Developing this morning, leadership shakeup. A Sun Prairie school embroiled in a sex crimes investigation changes principals.
Plus, a controversial video of a barn fight is making rounds online. What the victim says happened during the incident.
And we are jam-packed with sports coverage today. We'll have the important reminders you need to know to tailgate safely.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. Oh, just loving that green this morning, Kyrie.
Just for you, Chris.
Just for the Green Bay football Packers. That's what you did it for.
Why not? Because it's going to be right here on WISC-TV. So
Sunday.
we gotta play it up.
325 right here.
Yes.
And we'll have a big show on Monday, recapping everything, some new sound, the highlights, and breaking down. Hopefully, Packers win.
Yes, I know everyone's looking forward to that. High school football, NFL, we have Badgers and more. We got to get right into it today.
Let's get it. Let's get you out the door first. Savannah Brito has got your first warn forecast. Hey there.
Hey guys, it's been really breezy, especially during the overnight hours. That carries us into early this morning as well. We're up to gusts around 25 miles per hour, Madison, 22 in Janesville. La Crosse, though, is closer to 40 miles per hour, 22 in Boscobel. It stays breezy all day today, and then those wind speeds are finally going to come down a little bit overnight into Saturday, but still expecting a slightly breezy day ahead for the Badgers game tomorrow. Temperatures, at least, these are near normal. Still got a couple of areas, few degrees below average, but definitely a lot warmer than yesterday. 55 in Madison, the cool spot. Black River Falls at 49, 53 in the Dells, and 54 this morning in Janesville. We'll see highs approach about the 60-degree mark later. There will be areas that only stay in the 50s all day long, but our forecast still up to 61 later today in Madison. We'll time out the temperatures falling for Friday Night Lights today, and then also talk about the Badgers game forecast and Packers on Sunday coming up.
Savannah, thank you. Now to our top story this morning. We begin with some developing news in the Sun Prairie Schools controversy. West High School has a new principal.
Associate Principal Ed Ford is now acting principal. The district making that announcement just 2 days into the start of the school year while it handles the fallout from a sex crimes investigation. The district did not give any more details on the status of former principal Jennifer Pluger. The move was made as school leadership and the board faced scrutiny over the handling of allegations against former West Dean of Students Robert Gilkey-Meissegeyer. Here's the timeline. A criminal complaint says in April or March of this year, the school received a tip that Gilkey-Meissegeyer had an inappropriate relationship with a student. The school's HR looked into it, but there was never a formal investigation at this point. Then in July, Gilkey-Meissegeyer is charged with child sex crimes, accused of having sexual contact with students on and off campus. Then last week, August 28th, the district confirmed some staff members were now on leave because of the ongoing investigation. We do not know if the principal change, though, has anything to do with the criminal investigations or the internal investigations, but we are working to find out more this morning. Now to video of a barn brawl attack caught on camera that is going viral online.
The Iowa County Sheriff says the August 17th video takes place at a large gathering with underage drinking. Now in the footage, a group of what appear to be young boys who are white lift a 14-year-old boy who is black and throw him to the ground. The victim's attorney says the group of boys also used racial slurs against him. Because we do not know the ages of everyone involved, we are not naming anyone or clearly showing their faces.
It's now been over 2 weeks, and we have not seen charges referred to the district attorney's office. So we want to ensure that that is done and that justice is brought expeditiously.
The Iowa County Sheriff's Office says their preliminary investigation found no evidence to indicate a hate crime, but the victim's attorney says that Wisconsin activists plan to meet with the victim's family soon.
This morning, the White House is defending Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. It comes after lawmakers questioned him on Capitol Hill yesterday. It was Kennedy's first time there since former CDC Director Susan Menares was fired. During the hearing, the nation's top health official called her firing absolutely necessary, despite a wave of resignations that followed. Kennedy also faced questions about recent cuts to vaccine research and limited access to the COVID-19 vaccine.
I would say effectively we're denying people vaccine.
You're wrong. You're making things up to scare people, and it's a lie.
With respect, I do not think I'm the one making things up.
It comes as a new CBS News poll finds More than 70% of Americans want vaccines to be more available. The poll also shows over half of respondents disapprove of how Secretary Kennedy has handled his job, though the results vary by political party.
Turning now to some more local news. If you live in Madison, Sunday is the final brush pickup. All brush set out for the pickup must be between 18 inches and 8 feet long, must be no thicker than 8 inches in diameter, and must be placed at least 4 feet away from trees, signs, utility poles, or fire hydrants. The pickup is designated for only brush, so no waste, lumber, or other debris can be mixed into the piles. The city says the reason curbside brush collection ends so early is because it will allow city workers to prioritize their curbside yard waste collection.
Looking ahead to Monday, News 3 Now's 40th annual Coats for Kids winter coat collection kicks off, and we've got an all-day Pack the Truck event planned. We're working with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County once again. They're going to have a big van parked outside of the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive, starting at 6 o'clock in the morning Monday. It'll be there until 6:30 in the evening. So we need all the regular donations, those kids and adult winter coats, jackets, and all the accessories. But this year, we really need infant, toddler, and larger teen sizes. And then after Monday, you can make donations at any Madison area Clinky Cleaners until October 4th.
Music's biggest stars are getting ready for this Sunday's MTV Video Music Awards. For the first time ever, the show will air right here on WISC-TV. Hip-hop legend LL Cool J is hosting. He says the show promises to bridge genre and generations. Expect performances by Jelly Roll, Post Malone, Sabrina Carpenter, and Mariah Carey returning to the VMA stage for the first time in 20 years. That starts at 7 right here on WISC-TV.
Now to the Badgers. The women's volleyball team looking to get back in the win column after getting swept by Texas. UC Davis at the field house. First set, UC Davis sending the ball to Grace Egan, who tips it over to Charlie Furbinger for the point. Then in the second, Egan with the nice top spin serve here. UC Davis just can't do much with that one. Point Wisconsin. Later in the third, Davis. She's going to send it to Kristen Simon, who will then tip it to Furbinger once again, who sends it to Grace Egan, who knocks it up for the kill. Badgers get their first sweep of the season. Badgers host Chicago State tonight.
The Wisconsin Huddle returns for its third season next week. We'll be bringing Wisconsin sports directly to you, the fans at home, with exclusive insights from the players and behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Each week, we'll have a Badger athlete come on and help host the show. This year's show will be held at Jay's Bar on Francis Street. Filming starts on Monday at 7 p.m. Wide receiver Tresh Kekahuna will be the guest player. The first episode is scheduled to air September 12th at 6:30. And with the new football season kicking off, millions of fans are gearing up for one of the sport's most cherished traditions, tailgating.
That's right. Our consumer reporter Michelle Renee Quinn is here to share some important fire hazard tips to remember when it comes to ensuring that you don't burn down your tent this tailgating season. Good morning.
Good morning. Tailgating in stadium parking lots brings fans together, but it also brings open flames, hot coals, and flammable materials. So AAA recommends positioning your grill away from vehicles, tents, and flammable gear. Keep a fire extinguisher within arm's reach, not just for emergencies, but as a proactive tool to cool coals or stop flare-ups before they spread. And never leave the grill unattended. It's important to fully extinguish all flames and coals and let everything cool completely. Hot grills, coals, and grease trays should be left to cool in a safe, open area, never under or near vehicles. It's also extremely important to be alcohol aware at tailgates. Nearly 1/3 of all U.S. traffic fatalities involve alcohol impaired drivers. So obviously designating a sober driver, designated driver will help ensuring water is available at your tailgate and other non-alcoholic beverages so that we can stay hydrated. And if a guest overindulges at your tailgate, then it's also your responsibility to help arrange a safe ride home for them to make sure that we can diminish as many OWI drivers on the streets as possible. Let's be safe this season.
Yeah, because you have a lot of statistics when you've looked into that here.
Yes, I have. There are thousands of injuries every single year, and Wisconsin reports them. And people are still drinking and driving, so we should do what we can to limit that.
Yes, for sure. I'll say it takes a team effort.
It does.
Yeah, let's eliminate that.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
Yes. Have a plan. All right, Michelle Renee Quinn, thank you for that information. Well, let's get to the picks. Big game. Badgers hosting Middle Tennessee State tomorrow. And We've all got our picks here. Let's take a look at those graphics here. I got a little carried away. 45-10, 35 points. I mean, I think that, the Badgers have a good day. They get some momentum going. They could put some points on the board.
Okay, I have 28-10. Last week I went a little higher on the Badgers score, so I decided to, take it down just a tad this week since they, were 17-0 last week. So yeah, this is kind of where I stand now. Yeah,
Michelle Renee, you've got the Badgers winning pretty easily tomorrow.
I do. You know what? I'm rooting on our defense. That's what that is. They're only going to get one touchdown and one extra point. That's it.
I mean, defense looked incredible last week.
Exactly.
So,
this is
if they have another performance like that.
Guess right here.
There you go. Yeah, we actually think about these. We do. We put a little bit of thought into it. Josh Freider and sports director Andrew Bannister also put in the scores. What is Andrew thinking? 100-0? Is that a typo? Or maybe he's just trying to get our attention.
Yeah, he's getting our attention for sure.
Or Josh has got the Badgers winning easily too.
Yeah.
Love to see that. All right, let's check in with Savannah. Savannah, you think the Badgers are going to do well tomorrow? You're already wearing white for the big whiteout tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I did put white on for the Badgers. Tomorrow they kick off at 3 p.m. We'll have that forecast coming up, but I do think they'll pull out a win. It'll be nice outside, more fall-like tomorrow, a little bit warmer by Sunday. Today, we're warmer than yesterday, at least currently, but later this afternoon, still going to have wind chills factored in, and overall, not the best-looking day, unless you like 60 degrees this early in September. We'll see temperatures climb only up to about 61. That's our forecast in Madison, although I think several areas across southern Wisconsin will probably only hang out about 58, 59, the upper 50s. We'll talk about the showers we could see tomorrow and also when the winds are finally going to come down a little bit more.
It is 6:11 right now. Coming up, it is Friday morning, which has us working for the weekend in the 608. I'm Josh Freider with your 3 things to do ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We are back at 6:14 talking about the Packers. We're just 2 days away now from their home opener at Lambeau, and fans are already ready for the big game.
Yes, News 3 Now's senior Packers writer Jason Wilde shows us why many will be watching how the Pack handle their newest star, Micah Parsons.
Good morning, everybody from Lambeau Field. We are 1 day closer to the Packers' regular season opener against the rival Detroit Lions here at Lambeau Field and here on Channel 3. One more day of full-fledged preparation and practice on a Friday. Then they'll have our walkthrough on Saturday and be ready for game day on Sunday. And the Packers continue to work toward having Micah Parsons, their new defensive star, ready for whatever action he can handle. And the process, as Micah told us yesterday, has been a challenge because he wants to do as much as he can, and the Packers kind of have to pull back a little bit and make sure that they're smart. Because don't forget, not only do they play on Sunday here against the Lions, but then they turn around and play again on Thursday night against the Washington Commanders. And they want to have Micah Parsons available for both of those games to be a field-tilting player like they paid him to be with his $188 million contract. We will have full coverage of Micah Parsons as well as the other 52 guys on the roster at channel3000.com. And don't forget while you're there to sign up for the newsletter so you get our Packers coverage delivered directly to your inbox every single day. That's it from here at Lambeau Field. Make it a great day.
Jason, thank you. You can watch the game live right here on WISC-TV. Tune in at 3:30 for the CBS Sports broadcast of the season opener at Lambeau.
All right. It is feeling like football and fall out there, which is coming before you know it, Savannah.
Yeah, we'll be there very quickly. Meteorological fall already 6 days in. We're 17 days away from actual fall, though. Temperatures, these are actually seasonable this morning, a stretch from the 40s that we had yesterday, and even a couple spots in the upper 30s. No one's there this morning, luckily. 55 in Madison. The only upper 40 that we have is in Black River Falls. Watoma's even hanging on to 50, 53 in Monroe, and then 53 also in Platteville. If you're heading out to any of those Friday night lights, football games across Wisconsin, it'll be cool. We'll have wind chills factored in all day long. Keep that in mind because our winds, those are going to gust probably upwards of at least 20 to 25 miles per hour, if not pushing 30 pretty much all day long, and that includes this evening. So yeah, we've got chilly temperatures. Kickoff expecting temperatures to be around 54, 50 by halftime, and then dropping in the mid to upper 40s by the fourth quarter. I think some areas could be down to about 45 or 46. So the winds, those are out of the northwest after that occluded front that did spark a couple showers yesterday evening and overnight moved out of here. That's pulling in the cooler air that we're going to see as a whole for later this afternoon. But gusts all day long, like I said, about 20 to 25. Some areas will be closer to 30. It's not until the overnight hours as we approach midnight that those speeds come down a little bit. Gusts will still be up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that's where we're going to sit for the Badgers game tomorrow too. And I do think we could dodge a few showers. It'll still be breezy. At least temperatures will be nice for anyone heading out to that game at Camp Randall. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. Temperatures will be probably at least in the lower 60s. I think we might even see 65, 64, 65, but then we'll gradually cool. Not fast though, or not as fast as what we'll see later this evening. Halftime 61. As you're heading home 59. I think as we approach the second or third quarter tomorrow, we could see a few showers. First this evening, a couple of spotty ones if you're traveling north can't be ruled out. Most stay dry, and any rain that we see is not going to lead to rainfall accumulation unless you're heading northeast of here, and that's mainly going to be during the overnight hours when most people are asleep between about 3 and 4. Tomorrow evening, though, this is what I was talking about between that second and third quarter for the Badgers game. Could see a few showers around southern Wisconsin, but again, those showers are going to be brief. I still think we'll see a little bit of sunshine. Sunday, though, is looking like the better half of this upcoming weekend. Temperatures are still going to be in the mid 60s. I just think we'll see a lot more sunshine. And then Monday, beautiful 70 sunshine, and then well into the 70s later in the week next week.
A little bit of warmth for you, Kyrian.
Yes, which I'm looking forward to. You know, summer's still here.
It
We gotta
is.
remember. I know we want all the fall vibes, but I'm still holding on to summer just a little longer.
Thanks, Vanna. All right, let's see what's going on in the 608 today. It is Friday, and we are working for the weekend.
Our Josh Friday here in studio now helping us plan this morning. What you got?
Hey, Flannel Friday. That's what's up first. First weekend of September has arrived. Here are my 3 things to do this weekend in the 608. We start in Jefferson County, where the Wisconsin Sheep Wool Festival is back this weekend. This event celebrates the diverse sheep industry in the state, featuring lambing barn displays, shearing demos, fiber arts classes, and sheep shows. Gates open this morning, running today and Saturday 7 to 7 and Sunday from 7 to 3. Tickets are $10 a day or $20 for the weekend and free for those ages 8 and under. Curd Fest is returning for its 12th year at Breeze-Stevens Field on Saturday. This is the original and cheesiest annual celebration of Wisconsin's most famous snack. Curd Fest is free for all from 3 to 6 and features some of the curds we've all grown to love. There are also some early entry tickets available at a cost, but you get in at 1:30 instead with the VIP treatment. Then on Sunday, we're talking about pancakes and planes. There's a pancake breakfast open to the community at the Waunakee Airport. This is from 7:30 to noon. The breakfast is $10 for adults, $7 for kids 10 and under. There's also some opportunities to go for an airplane ride for a soaring view of Madison and Waunakee. That's at an additional cost. For more ideas this weekend in the 608, just go to channel3000.com. Not only is it Flannel Friday, it's like that time of the year where we're going to be seeing a lot of red and a lot of green on Fridays as we look forward to fall sports here in Wisconsin. What's not to love?
Yes, you know, we have all the things fall, and I'm just looking forward to it. I mean, like, I know I want summer to hold on, but like all the fall events
Hey,
coming
you're
up.
coming around.
That's
I love to see that.
I am, because I know I have to eventually, but
There are a lot of things to look forward to, and winter's a ways away yet, so.
don't even bring up
From the
that.
looks of it, we're getting ready for Christmas already.
Yes, I know. We got the Christmas colors. You know, I can't argue that either.
The flannel, the green. Yeah, got it.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, Josh is always looking for cool stuff to share in the 608. Got an idea for him? Reach out and let him know about it.
Well, still ahead, Snickers is bringing bold new flavors to NFL Game Day, and it's not what you think it is. We'll show you what they're rolling out.
Coming up in our next half hour, new accusations against a Madison priest already facing child sex crime charges. Ahead, what this alleged victim is claiming.
Welcome back. We're taking a look at what's trending this morning. Well, I'm getting you guys game day ready because Snickers is spicing up game day with a limited edition trio
Nice.
of dipping sauces. I don't know. This might be the collab you never knew you needed. Launched in partnership with NFL MVP Josh Allen, made with real Snickers ingredients. So these 3 sauces are caramel buffalo, peanut teriyaki, and chocolate barbecue, combining sweet and savory flavors for the ultimate halftime snack. So they will be available starting this Sunday at snickers.com/sauces.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, they don't sound terrible. I'd try them.
I think I would try at least maybe the peanut teriyaki.
Yeah, sounds good.
Chocolate barbecue. I don't know. The sweets is Snickers and dipping.
You're not feeling it?
No, they just look like chocolate sauces. I don't know.
I know, but it could be good.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you might be surprised. Snickers might be taking it to the next level here.
Yeah, are these limited edition though?
Yes, limited edition.
Okay.
They'll be available throughout this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get them now.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, temperatures are going to be fall-like still the next couple of days, but we do have a warm-up in sight. We'll talk about that coming up.
This morning, new fallout in the Sun Prairie School District amid a child sex crimes investigation, a change in leadership.
Plus, triathlon traffic, how the Ironman will impact your drive downtown.
And Lambeau Field's new menu and the higher prices for fan favorites. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning on a Friday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. It's the end of the week, so get up and rejoice.
Yeah, sports fans, I mean, this is your moment. I mean, you've got so much going on. Badger volleyball, Badger football. You got the Brewers going on right now. You got the Packers. We've got NFL to talk about from last night. I'm sure I'm missing something, but we're just jam-packed this morning.
Yes, and of course, as you're headed out the door, meteorologist Savannah Brito's getting you ready for all the events over the weekend and, of course, today. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Yeah, I think as you're heading out, maybe a sweatshirt. It's not as cold as what we had yesterday. A lot of us were in the 40s and even a few in the upper 30s. That's not the case. We're pretty mild. This is seasonable for us this time of year into early September for nighttime lows. 55 in Madison, 56 in Middleton. Black River Falls and Watoma both at 48, but that's warmer than even what we had in Madison yesterday. So there's an improvement already and an improvement in our highs also for the afternoon. Not today. Will be 15 to 20 degrees, nearly below average. Our average highs in the upper 70s. We're only forecasting 61, and there will only be areas that dip into the upper 50s today and not even reach that 60-degree mark. 63 then by tomorrow. 64 will have more sunshine for Sunday, and then the 70s are going to return Monday and Tuesday early next week. That's not the warmest stretch of weather that we do have. Even warmer temperatures by mid to late week. We'll talk about exactly how warm coming up.
Sounds good. Now to developing news this morning in the Sun Prairie Schools controversy. Just days into the new year, the West High School principal is out.
District leaders announced this as they managed the fallout from a sex crimes investigation involving the former dean of students. They have not revealed whether Principal Jennifer Pluger was fired or placed on leave. School leadership and the board face intense scrutiny over how they handled child sex crime allegations against former West Dean of Students Robert Gilkey Meisegeier. He was charged in July with child sex crimes and later indicted by a federal grand jury. District officials confirmed that some staff members are on leave due to the ongoing investigation. They appointed Associate Principal Ed Ford as acting principal. We do not yet know if this leadership change relates to the investigation, but we are actively seeking more information. And this morning, new accusations surfaced against a Madison priest facing child sex crime charges. Patricia Moriarty alleges that Andrew Showers assaulted her at a bar in Chicago in January of last year.
She says that Showers groped her under her clothes and used aggressive sexual language when she was 23 years old. Clintonville police arrested Showers for attempting to meet what he thought was a 14-year-old girl for sex. Turns out she was actually an undercover police officer. Showers had been assigned to Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish and St. James School in Madison. After hearing of the arrest, Moriarty says she felt the need to come forward.
If my coming forward can even help one person stop doubting their own story or their experience, or give them the strength to seek justice and healing, then sharing it will have been worth it.
She and her father say they reported the allegations to the Diocese of Madison and requested to speak with the bishop, but received no response. News 3 Now reached out to the diocese for comment, but have yet to hear back. The diocese states it is unaware of any other sexual misconduct allegations against Showers besides an unprosecuted incident from 2020 to 2021 and the recent charges.
Moriarty says that she filed a police report in Chicago, and News 3 Now is in the process of trying to obtain that report. State Department of Justice confirming, too, that they are aware of these accusations, saying in part in April of 2024, survivor advocates spoke with staff from the Wisconsin Department of Justice Office of Crime Victim Services about the alleged sexual assault in Chicago perpetrated by Father Showers. The DOJ spokesperson went on to say they did help Clintonville police arrest the priest.
Happening today, a Beloit man faces 21 felony and misdemeanor charges, including human trafficking. A criminal complaint says that Charles Bell called himself a pimp and forced a woman he lived with into prostitution. The complaint also alleges he sold drugs to men who had sexual acts with her and assaulted her and others. The woman says Bell threatened her daily with a gun. Police began investigating Bell in January after responding to a call about a gunshot wound in a hostage situation. He will appear in court this morning at 10 for a preliminary hearing.
6:34 now. The Ironman Triathlon returns to Madison tomorrow.
Some closures are already in effect for the race. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is closed to traffic until Monday at 2 p.m. The race starts tomorrow and Sunday at 7 a.m. The half Ironman will finish by 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. The full Ironman will finish by midnight on Monday. Now, this is a look at the bike portion of the race. It goes outside of Madison, but will still impact traffic. So look for impacts on the right lane of John Nolan from East Lakeside Street by Olin Park to the Monona Terrace. Also on Olin Turville Court and East Lakeside Streets. And the Rimrock Road ramps from the Beltline. Tomorrow's run will have minimal traffic impact starting at Alliant Energy and moving along Lake Monona. Sunday's run will take place throughout the Capitol Square, Southwest Path, Camp Randall, and the UW campus.
On Monday, News 3 Now's 40th annual Coats for Kids Drive kicks off, and we've got a big Pack the Truck event planned. Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County teaming up with us once again. They're going to park a van right outside the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive from 6 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening for you to drop off those donations. We always need those kids and adults winter coats, jackets, and accessories. This year, they say there's a special need for infant, toddler, and larger teen sizes. And then after Monday, you can drop off those donations at any Madison area Clinky until October 4th.
While no one has won the massive Powerball jackpot yet, someone in Verona got lucky. The Wisconsin Lottery says Quick Trip on Verona Avenue near City Hall sold a $50,000 winning ticket matching 5 numbers. That ticket was one of 3 $50,000 winners sold in Wisconsin during Wednesday's drawing. The next drawing is tomorrow with the jackpot at $1.7 billion. It's the 3rd largest in lottery history.
NFL football is officially back. The Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys last night. And the kickoff to the season started with some drama.
Number 98, defense.
Eagles fans booing here after defensive lineman Alan Carter ejected from the game before the team even took possession. While an injured player was receiving some attention, Carter approached the Cowboys huddle. Dak Prescott spit in his direction, and then Carter gets in Prescott's face and spits on him. Let's get to the football. Jalen Hurts, he's going to scramble and do what he does best and take it all the way in for the score. Cowboys get on the board first half as well. Tied game 14, and then the Eagles would score again. Later, though, big rain delay. Lightning moves in and delays things about an hour after play resumes. Oh, the Cowboys just couldn't hang on. Eagles end up with the W and win 24-20.
Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers prepare for tonight's game in Sao Paulo. This will be the first NFL game streamed exclusively on YouTube for free and only the 2nd regular season game played in South America. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 local time.
And of course, we've got the big game on Sunday at Lambeau. And this season, Cheeseheads are going to have some new food to enjoy. Plenty to choose from, like a loaded big pretzel. It's a sharp cheddar cheese sauce covered pretzel with some crumbled brats on top, some fried sauerkraut. It does not get much more Wisconsin than this, with the kraut and the brat and the cheese and the pretzel.
So you're feeling this
Oh,
one.
it's a lot. And then a bunch of mustard sauces and stuff on it too. The folks at Lambeau say that they're getting a lot of positive feedback, especially on the changes they've made to the grab-and-go offerings.
Get back before halftime's over, and if they have to run up and get a Coke or a beer or a brat real quick, they can do that under minutes, where it used to be much longer.
Oh, and then there's the prices. A 16-ounce domestic beer is going to cost $10.99 this season. That is a 20-cent jump from last year. And a regular hot dog, just a hot dog, $7.49. It's a 50-cent jump from last year.
Yeah, not sure about that one. Better be a pretty good dog.
You know, tell the kids you get half a hot dog.
Or eat before you come.
Eat before you come. There you go. We'll be
go.
sneaking stuff in our pockets.
Well, the prices aren't stopping the hype. The Packers play their home opener this weekend. And as for their newest and highly anticipated player, Micah Parsons, it's still unclear on whether he will play on Sunday. ESPN says he's been dealing with a joint sprain in his back. He says it's up to training staff on whether he will get the green light. But you can watch the Packers home opener right here on WISC-TV. Kickoff is at 3:25 Sunday against the Detroit Lions.
Oh, a lot of hype.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of hype. Micah Parsons. We'll see how much he'll play. If he can get on the field at all, make an impact, I mean, that's a win for the Packers.
Yeah, I would say so. Hopefully he can get a little playing time in there, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, all right, so we got the Chiefs playing tomorrow night. Bears play on Monday against the Vikings.
Yeah.
So here we go. Football, big weekend.
It's here. Yeah, I think temperatures are going to be fall-like for anyone that is heading up to Lambeau Field on Sunday against Lions, 325. We will have temperatures that are going to be about 63 or so for kickoff. Halftime, maybe a degree or two warmer than that. And then by the time you're heading home, 62. So pretty comfortable temperatures. It'll still be a little chillier than what's normal, but consistency with not a lot of falling temperatures. At least we're going to have dry weather both up there and down here in Madison, and mostly sunny skies. I think Sunday actually looks to be the better day all across Wisconsin compared to the first half tomorrow. 55 currently in Madison, 54 in Janesville, 48 in Black River Falls and Watoma. We won't see temperatures warm as much as we did yesterday, but at least we're off to a warmer start. We'll talk about all those 70s that are in the near future.
Sounds good. Thanks, Savannah. Hey, look what's going on the patio right now. We are grilling for game day. Kebabs. Look at those. We're going to show you the recipe when...
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Well, happy Friday morning. We've got a lot of football games to get to. The previews of what the temperatures are going to be like. Right now, a little chilly, but it's a lot more comfortable than what we had at this time yesterday. We had lots of 40s. We're currently sitting in the 50s in a couple of areas, basically north of Madison across central Wisconsin, that are a little bit cooler than that. Some of those areas are down to the upper 40s. That's basically Watoma, and in Black River Falls, we're at 55 right now in Madison. Pretty sunrise again this morning. We do have some sunshine right now. We'll see a mix of sunshine and cloud cover. And temperatures, we are, I think, going to reach 61 still. I set that as the forecast high yesterday, and Madison brought us back up to that. But I do think some areas across southern Wisconsin will only see the upper 50s. Friday night lights forecast, definitely going to be cooler. Probably going to want to hang on to that jacket all day long. 54 for kickoff, 50 for halftime, and then temperatures as you're heading home going to dip down into the 40s. We're dry at least. That could change tomorrow for the Badgers game, though. It'll still be really breezy. We're looking at winds gusting all day long, the morning, afternoon, evening, at least up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour. This is a look at heading into the midnight hour nearly, and those wind speeds finally coming down a little bit, but still breezy heading into tomorrow. The kickoff at Camp Randall at 3 p.m. Partly sunny, bit breezy. We could see a few showers as we approach the second and third quarters. It's not going to amount to much, but maybe a rain jacket or at least a sweatshirt that you can take off after those showers do subside. But again, not much rainfall is going to come out of that, accumulating rainfall anyways. 64 then Sunday, going to be sunny, and then we've got a lot of 70s after that. More so looking forward to that, guys.
Yes, I am here for the 70s, nothing less.
It's a good temperature.
A little bit warmer because it's chilly out here.
Well, hey, that 3 p.m. kickoff tomorrow is going to give fans plenty of time to grill out and tailgate for the Badger game tomorrow. We have Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council in this morning, and always offering us something that's offering us an alternative to those traditional burgers and brats that we all love. But every once in a while, you want to throw something new on the grill. What do you have for us this morning?
Exactly. So I've got kind of a make-ahead kebab recipe that really fun for tailgating because you can do a lot of the work ahead. So when you get to your tailgate,
I like that.
You can relax, right? These are my grilled sirloin steak kebabs with garlic, rosemary, butter. We got the Badger twist. We got white and red vegetables.
Badger Bob.
Badger Bob. So yeah, I used smaller kebab sticks with 1 to 2 chunks of top sirloin, so it's not a full serving. Because, you kind of want to snack on everything at a tailgate.
As you're going around,
save room for the other
talking to
stuff.
people.
Yeah, you want to save room for the other stuff. So, and I like using top sirloin for kebabs because it's tender. And really, you could use any tender steak. But top sirloin's a little more economical than some of the really tender premium steaks. So I like using that. I kind of just soaked them in extra virgin olive oil and steak seasoning. So like whatever kind of steak seasoning you have at home, just put that on. Then kebab them up, head out to location. If you're doing potatoes, par cook them. So microwave them, get them soft. I did them with a little bit of water covered for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just so, otherwise they don't cook as fast. Tomatoes are great, mushrooms are great, because the kebabs do not take very long on a nice hot direct heat grill. Rosemary,
what is this? This
butter.
smells incredible.
This is delicious. So a stick of butter, I used unsalted, that's what I usually have. Garlic, fresh parsley, and fresh rosemary. Yeah, and
Can I baste them again?
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, load them up.
Butter makes everything better.
Nice and juicy.
Wisconsin Badger butter, steak kebabs,
Badger butter bobs.
We're covering all the food groups. That's where the Badger is. Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Pass them around
Here's
here.
a plate.
I love the size of these. Breaking the kebab stick in half.
Yeah.
Just what a cool idea.
Breakfast of champs.
Another tip too.
We got
if you're using wood kebabs, you could soak
you.
them in water ahead of time so they don't catch fire. I did not. So see, look, this is what happens
There you
when
go.
you don't. They get a
Pro
little.
tip: soak those kebabs. Soak those spears.
Yeah. Oh, careful, it might be hot. So then I got tomatoes on there. I got button mushrooms and of course red pepper. You could use cremini mushrooms. You could really use anything you like for vegetables. So.
This is more to my cooking. I like this.
So beeftips.com is the Wisconsin Beef Council website. We created a Channel 3 tailgating page. So right on the home page.
Oh, wow.
Click on that and you'll find last week's recipe, the smoked tri-tip, this recipe, and then we're gonna keep throwing up recipes up there as we go through.
Nice and
Badger
tender,
season.
too.
Is it good?
Yeah, tastes so good.
I got something about the tomatoes and I love the red and white theme too for the Badgers are really cool. You can also do some green and yellow. Maybe throw some green and yellow peppers on there for Sunday.
Do that. Yes,
Oh, no, these Badger Bobs are definitely making me feel like I'm ready to jump around.
Yeah. You know it.
And what do you think of the fresh rosemary and parsley? You like it?
Adds a nice touch to it.
And that butter.
Okay, so when you're grilling this up, you can do a lot of the work ahead of time. How much meat should you buy for something like this?
Well, I did at least 30 of these, and I did about 3.5 pounds. But 1 pound of sirloin will make quite a few chunks, at least 16, 16, let's say 1 ounces, so 8 sticks.
It's totally manageable.
lot.
And you said the cut. What was the cut again?
Top
It was
sirloin.
more economical. Top sirloin.
Yeah, and it's tender, and it's lean
Oh, it's
too.
so
It's a
good.
lean cut, so it kind of covers all the bases. It's nice. For
Did you
kebab.
marinate this in anything else besides that oil?
No, just
Okay.
olive oil and a little steak seasoning.
Okay.
So like
Perfect.
A little steak
You want to give away your
seasoning,
seasoning?
This is. I just bought it.
Nothing special.
I don't want to throw out the brand, but literally, it's just from the supermarket.
Brought to you by-
All right. What do you say again? You approve?
I'm getting
Yeah.
another one.
We've got plenty. I gotta flip these too.
Yeah.
So we got
Nice and
plenty.
easy. It's going to set your tailgate apart from everyone else.
Oh, it's just something about firing up the grill on a cool day with football. It's that time of year, and we've got so much to be looking forward to this weekend. Badgers tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff, and then Sunday the game right here, the Packers, right here on WISC-TV. It's a 3:25 kickoff.
We love to see it.
Yeah, it's high school football too, so they can do this for tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right.
It's good breakfast too.
Again, Wisconsin. Give the website one more time.
Beeftips.com.
There you go. Special page just for us. All right.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Angie.
We're back right after this. Don't go anywhere. 6:53, time for the morning sprint.
The associate principal at Sun Prairie West High School will now serve as the school's acting principal. This change comes as the district faces backlash over its handling of child sex crime allegations against former West High School Dean of Students Robert Gilkey-Meissegeyer. We don't yet know if this leadership change relates to the ongoing investigation, but we are working to find out more.
Patricia Moriarty claims that Madison area priest Andrew Showers assaulted her at a Chicago bar last year. She decided to publicly speak out after police arrested Showers for trying to meet up with a 14-year-old girl who was actually an undercover police officer. Moriarty says that she reached out to the Madison diocese but never heard back, then filed a police report in Chicago. The diocese has not commented on the allegations.
The White House is defending Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. this morning after yesterday's contentious hearing on Capitol Hill. In the hot seat, Kennedy faced criticism from both sides of the aisle over the recent changes to the vaccine policy and a spate of firings and resignations at the CDC.
President Trump expected to sign an executive order today renaming the Department of Defense. White House officials say it will become the Department of War. The announcement follows Trump's recent statement that his administration planned to change the name.
The Packers play their home opener this weekend, and as for their newest and highly anticipated player, Micah Parsons, it's still unclear on whether he'll play Sunday's game. ESPN says he's been dealing with a joint sprain in his back. He says it's up to training staff on whether he'll get the green light. You can watch the Packers home opener right here on WISC-TV. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 against the Lions.
Wisconsin Lottery says Quick Trip on Verona Avenue near Verona City Hall sold a $50,000 winning ticket, matching 5 of the numbers. That ticket was one of 3 $50,000 winners sold in the state during Wednesday's drawing. The next drawing is tomorrow with an estimated jackpot of $1.7 billion, the third largest in lottery history.
And this weekend, the Ironman Triathlon will take over downtown Madison. Some street closures are already in effect. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is closed to traffic until Monday at 2 p.m. The race runs tomorrow and Sunday, starting at 7 a.m. each day. The half Ironman will finish by 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. The full Ironman will finish by midnight on Monday.
Well, enjoy these fall-like temperatures while we've got that stretch. It'll be small, though, a couple days in the 60s, and then we're back into the 70s. Looking forward to that stretch mid to late week. Think there could be a couple of showers tomorrow. Better chance holds off until Tuesday, though. Pretty decent weekend ahead.
Yes. Savannah, thank you.
CBS Mornings is coming up next. Our next newscast is at noon.
You can find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+.
Have a great weekend.